a new Division One men's tennis ranking has come out, and it goes as follows, and it's another set of computer rankings. So it's Ohio State, Virginia, TCU, Kentucky, Texas, Tennessee, Wake Forest, Columbia, Oklahoma, Arizona, NC State, Duke, Harvard, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, San Diego, Florida State, Michigan State, Alabama, Stanford, Auburn, Arizona State, UCLA, South Carolina, and Florida are the top 25. But I want to go over 26 through 40 just to give some context on receiving vote teams. Illinois, Princeton, North Carolina, Georgia Tech, UCF, Arkansas, Memphis, Cornell, Middle Tennessee State, Georgia, Oklahoma State, Michigan, VCU, Baylor, Vanderbilt, and that's it. And right now the cut line, which I know it's going to be adjusted later because LSU won a doubleheader yesterday against Alcorn State, while Pepperdine already has a winning record again. So it's not including that. Would be, I would think it's 47 teams. I would think so, but right now it's like showing 49, but still. But I'm going to go over like bubble teams, like outside looking in and all this. And Louisville, Notre Dame, FAU, and LSU would be the last four in, assuming that LSU does win their first SEC tournament match. So that's, and here's the catch: Notre Dame is right exactly 500. If they lose their first match, they're screwed for the NCAA tournament because losing record teams cannot go to the NCAA tournament unless they win the conference tournament. So that's why I included LSU, because I know they have a winning record, and I know if Notre Dame does win their first match, I think they're in. And if Louisville does lose their first match, then they could be in trouble. In the ACC tournament, if they do lose their first match, they could be outside looking in, because Pacific is right there with them. But I'm going to go over the next four, like the last four buys. Those would be, I'm not including Denver in all this. They're undefeated at 21-0. But obviously, if they don't win their conference tournament, I don't think they're making an NCAA tournament. That's just a one-bid league right there. That's the thing. But even if they do lose, I'm not sure it's enough to keep them as a large bid. I wouldn't think so, but that's just me. So SMU, which they lost, technically they lost to Tulsa yesterday 4-1 despite winning doubles. I don't know if they would be included in all this. Because look, that loss to Tulsa really hurt them yesterday for the NCAA tournament chances potentially. So they kind of have to win a few matches in the American Conference tournament to make sure they're still in the NCAA tournament. I would dare to say Pepperdine's in that mix. I know that it says 9-10, but I know they're not 9-10 anymore. They're like 11-10. So yeah, I'm not including. So SMU, Vanderbilt, Pepperdine, and I'm going to throw in Baylor in the mix as in the last four buys. So yeah. And now the first four out would be, I would think Pacific right now. If that cut line was shrunk to 47 teams, I would have to think. I'm not going to include USC at all because they have a losing record. The only way they're making an NCAA tournament is to win the conference tournament, and they're 6-14 right now. Yeah, there's no chance they're going to get in, even if they get it ranked high enough. It doesn't matter. Losing record's losing record. Rice, Liberty, Clemson. Yeah, that's four teams right there. And it's not including like UNC Wilmington, which is a one bid league for the Colonial Athletic Association. So, and the next four out would be, if you're not including conference leaders in all this. St. Clara, Oregon, Cal, and Nebraska. So obviously for those bubble teams, you gotta hope for no bid Steelers. First of all, you gotta win some bigger matches, especially with the conference tournament coming up for some of these conferences like the American, the Big 12, the ACC, the SEC. I mean, that's the thing. And if you're a top 8 seed, you want to keep yourselves a top 8 if possible, which I know for a fact that TCU will, no matter what will be, it's just a matter of how much will they drop if they do lose, either in the first round or the semifinal match in the Big 12 tournament. I mean, that's the thing. And there's a difference between being a top 8 seed and 9 through 16, because if you're a top 8 seed, you get to host the first 3 rounds of the NCAA tournament, potentially assuming you win the first 2 matches. And it's just top 16 seed, you only get to host the first 2 rounds, and that's it. So that's pretty much it on that top side of things. Now, my top 10 for Division I men's tennis goes as follows. It's similar: Ohio State, Virginia, Texas, Kentucky, TCU, Tennessee, Wake Forest, Columbia, Oklahoma, and Arizona. Outside, looking in no particular order, are like NC State, Duke, Mississippi State, Harvard, Texas A&M, San Diego. If you want to throw in Florida State, go right ahead. I just know for a fact that TCU has been down 2 guys since the third conference Big 12 tournament. Big 12 regular season match in terms of conference play. So I don't know whether or not they're going to play or not. Both Jake Farmley and Sebastian Gorsny, which supposedly Sebastian Gorsny has a stress fracture, according to somebody in the chat room during Crack Rackets like a few weeks ago when TCU lost to Oklahoma. Somebody in the chat room said that. And I know Jake Farmley must have like a shoulder thing, because last time I actually saw him play against Baylor, and he served underhand. Yeah, and if you can't serve overhand, that must be like a shoulder issue. So I don't know, and we're going to wait. And granted, that I do not know anybody else's injuries. I just know that particular one. After I've just noticed in the lineup as well, if you could tell, they've been down 1 guy or even 2 guys. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So my money out there. Of course, like the video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithms. More people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching and subscribe, hit subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell as well. And Jake Farley's been out since the second conference Big 12 match this year. So that's why I'm making that note of that too. So I have to wait and see.